let's go back into this video because it turns off every damn time. That's why I'm getting a brand new phone. But what should we talk today about? What's a good topic to talk about? The last time we talked about, and I don't think too many people heard me, was on domestic violence. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to talk to a lot of the young women, also men, because there is some men that do get hurt by their significant other, but they claim to love them. I don't understand that. When people say, "I love you, we're made for each other," bullshit. The reason I say that is because for my first marriage, I have 3 kids, and it's Lydia, Gisette, and Gordo, which his real name is Celso. And they're so beautiful. I love my kids. My babies are everything to me. And then I got remarried the second time in Egypt, and I was married to him. But since I never went back to Egypt, if you don't go back within a year, it's validated, something like that they told me over the phone. But I don't know. I wish I was still married to the dude because he was fine. No, he had a real good heart. He was he was good people. His family, I just love them. That's my second family. Then I ended up marrying a guy from Porterville. I'm not gonna say names, just from Porterville. And his mom and dad were not married. His dad was married to somebody else, and mom was married to him. The way the story goes is like if his father was a bigamist because he had 2 wives. And I'm not too sure, but I want to say I am sure that that's how it was, because according to me talking to family members and everything, well, that, but I have a lot of respect for my brother-in-law that I adore. He's from Tulare County. We get along good. I think we've always got along good. The only thing is that brother seemed to be tripping hard on his brother. Why? I don't know. But anyways, he was, my son's father is a narcissistic person that in his mind, he thinks everybody around him is wrong and he's right. Whatever he does is better than anything else. And that's sad. It's a sad situation. He has 4 kids. And, well, he has a total of 5 kids, but 4 of them are his. They're from him, but one of them isn't. But I have a lot of respect for her because no matter how he is, she still calls him dad, and she loves him, like a father. And then he has, my son is the baby, and then it goes his other son that's 16, and then he has 2 girls that are about the same age. All 3 big ones are about the same age, so he was kind of back and forth with 2 of them. And I guess he was like, okay, I'll get some from her, but then I'll go over there and give her a good story, get some from her, and like that, because they're very close, like days of I think the daughter was born in April, and the son was born in November, and the other girl was born in May. I don't know when she was born, to tell you the truth, but they're like just months difference on the age, and the same age, but just months different. But anyways, yeah, he was a dog. How real fast I say that. Yeah, he was a dog. But anyways, he's half Hispanic and half African American, and I have never been with somebody that controlling or that manipulated or that narcissistic in my entire life. I truly, honestly regret it now that I'm in my five senses, and I've noticed that he goes after women that are about money. If they have a job, he goes for those. And if he could actually manipulate them to do fraud or to do some kind of catching checks that don't have funds in there, he would do that. And the reason I would say that, because he did that to me. He wanted me to open up a business under his name or whatever. And since I'm the one that could get a big loan, he decided that he was making checks for himself and cashing them, like if he worked for me. Be careful with him. Be very careful. I mean, when I met him, I fell heads over heels for him. I was totally into him. I was into everything. I was in love with him. I care for him. I try to help him. I try to do everything I can for this dude, but this dude doesn't deserve nobody. And while he was married to me, and we got married in 2008. I divorced him in 2012, I believe. 2010, my son was born. 2011, yeah, 2012, and I married him in 2008. I had a huge accident July 21st on his mom's birthday. And in that accident, I was I had got brain trauma. You know, I flew 20 feet out of my vehicle, cracked my head. I was basically dead. And then I came back, and I wasn't done yet. God has a purpose in my life. And then that I was married to him for about a month. He did the biggest domestic violence on me without me giving him a reason. He was calling me by his ex name, and I told him don't call me. And then he wanted me to hire up my radio on my vehicle. And he was doing drugs with some girl or whatever she was over in Porterville. And just for me not putting up the music and not obeying him, he beat the shit out of me in front of her. And he beat the living shit out of me really bad. And it was just a stupid thing that he did, and I forgave him, thinking that maybe because he was intoxicated. And then I finally see that he was doing drugs, and he's always been on drugs. This dude has never changed, you know. My grandma, she's a full-blooded Mexicana de Guanajuato, you know, and we come from Guanajuato and from España and the Middle East. But anyways, all this and my grandma used to say in Spanish, when she first met him, first had eye contact with him, she said, ese hombre, ni que vuelva a nacer, cambia. Ten mucho cuidado, hija. Porque este hombre, si tú nunca has llorado, ahora con este hombre vas a llorar. And she was right. you know. And she even said, ese hombre en que vuelva a renacer va a ser la misma mierda. True. You know, true. Very, very true. But, you know, I still pray for him. And I pray for him because I have a son with him. I got blessed with having a son. I wasn't supposed to have any kids, period. And he was a big blessing. But anyways, he should be getting, he's incarcerated. He should be getting out soon. But I just wish he doesn't know